Welcome back to Wildchild Records. We're in here, the studio downtown Toronto. We're talking with composer Jim LaFrancois. He's from Workman Arts, attached to CAMH. Wonderful history, wonderful story. The guy is multi-talented. Go through again what you do, Jim.
I'm trained originally as a classical piano player and opera singer. I have my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Music Theater Performance. I learned on the job about producing. I've ran an organization, publicity marketing. Anyway, I do a little bit of it. I'm a creator.
Wow.
I will create in any medium. I will dance for you if that's all I'm able to do at the time. You know.
So take me through the steps of prepping for the stage with your choir. Like run through the steps a little, but don't obviously,
Yeah, so I started the choir in 2015, and what it involves is I get together with a group of individuals. They are all artists. I should say that they're not necessarily musicians. Some are filmmakers, some are, visual artists.
Are they all disabled?
The through line with our group is that they have a desire to sing in a group, and that they all have some varying stripes or types of mental health and or addiction issues.
Oh, okay.
That's the through line. So we all have lived experience. So we get together on Mondays. So essentially what I do is I create a safe space within which anyone of any proficiency level can come in and just sing. We work at popular tunes. So things that people will recognize. And we create our own versions. We strip these songs down and then we sort of build them up again and find our original take on the material. We started as a class, then eventually I'm like, a choir is not a class. So we go year round now, except for the summer. And we also I try to create paid opportunities for the members. So we take bookings about town. And for example, we performed for 2 Luminato festivals.
Very nice.
We were 2018-19. We were performing at Luminato. We've performed for the mayor.
And they paid you?
Sure.
Great.
Oh yeah. No. I do not ask my singers to come out unless they are being paid.
Nice.
I think there was a notion around the time I started this that they might come and we'll give them pizza. And I remember having a fight with someone who will remain unnamed. I'm like, no. There's a standard. They at least have to get $50 in their pocket plus TTC every time they're coming to do a gig. There has to be a standard.
Can I ask you, do you have a certain number for the choir, or is it usually 10, 15, or 8? Or
we were sort of pre-pandemic. The steady was about 20.
Okay.
And I'd say we maybe lost 5. We had 18 performed at our last concert, so that's about it. And then we're sort of we're now only just getting back in person, so we're going to build this thing on up because now we get to be in the room again, sing harmonies together. And,
if Wildchild Records can help you, you just let us know, and we will be more than happy to promote you guys.
Yeah, well, you be careful because I'll take you up on that.
Well, I'll talk to Lewis. You know our camera guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So this is great. So, so you were saying you sing more popular songs?
More popular tunes, I would say some of our hit, we start the week every week we have our equivalent of the Serenity Prayer, AA people know the Serenity Prayer. We start each week with an old blues tune called Trouble in Mind by Richard Jones. Trouble in mind, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. So we start every week with that, and then we branch out into popular repertoire. So we sang a lot of Sia tunes. Michael Jackson, R.E.M., all sorts of stuff.
Beatles? Any Beatles? Any rock and roll?
We did a whole show. We did a show at Buddy's. And the last concert before the pandemic hit was a show of songs from the Beatles songbook.
Oh!
So the entire night was, a lot from the White Album, because that's, that and Abbey Road, because those are 2 of my favorites. Well,
let us know so what's the date in June?
Okay, we have a concert coming up where you'll hear a sneak peek. You get a sneak peek at work that we're developing with Luminato for a new show, Heartbreak Cabaret. It's at Buddy's and Bad Times Theater. It's the Bruised Ears Choir. The show's called Feel the Love. It's our Pride show, end of year show, and it's on June 7th at 8 p.m. at Buddy's and Bad Times Theater. You'll hear the choir. We have guest acts. We have comedians, singers.
And tell our viewers where that is, where it's located.
And it's at Buddy's and Bad Times Theater, which is in Toronto's Gay Village. It's right between Wellesley and Carlton, around the college subway stops, just off Yonge. 12 Alexander Street. You can find info at buddiesandbadtimes.com. buddiesandbadtimes.com.
Well, you let us know closer to the date, and we'll hopefully be able to bring out a film crew for you guys. If we're allowed.
No, that would be great.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Say you're allowed.
Because I know just from our camera guy, Lewis, he spoke so highly of Workman Arts. He says they're really a caring platform. Yeah, so
essentially.
that's really good to hear. Is there anything else you want to share, Jim, like regarding the choir or Workman Arts, or is there any opportunities maybe you can tell our viewers?
Well, I'm all about, so anyone who kind of feels isolated or is creative minded and enjoys singing, my plug is for the Bruised Ears Choir. We've been around for 7 years, and look us up. Our main vehicle of communications is Facebook. So it's the Bruised, as in a bruised piece of fruit, Bruised Ears Choir. So it's facebook.com/Bruised Ears Choir. And we are constantly open to new people joining us. So if you feel isolated, you're a creative type, you could use something that would put a spring in your step to kind of start the week. Come down and sing with us. We usually start around 2 p.m., sometimes a little earlier, so you want to go to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
But it's really the best medicine.
It is.
That I could recommend to anyone. It's good medicine. Come down and sing with us. It'll
And you challenge yourself a little bit too, right?
Well,
Like it's a little.
you'll find community.
Yeah.
You'll actually have a physical benefit inherent in singing, the physical act. The emotional piece of community and fellowship is huge. And so I say, yeah. If you even think there's an inkling that maybe this would be good for you, just come down on
Check it
Monday.
out.
Check it out. Can't hurt.
That's great, Jim.
Right? Yeah.
We really appreciate Jim LaFrancois being on the show today. Tell us all about his choir, all about Workman Arts, how you can get involved, how it's good for the soul, good for your heart. Sing, interact with people, be kind. What we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back with a few Wildchild updates. Stay tuned. You're watching Wildchild Records and the Disability Channel. We'll be right back.